So let's start with the reopening of that hotline between the two Koreas. North Korea has resumed direct contact with the South through a military hotline that had been dormant for around 2 years. The first contact, ordered by North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, did not, however, mention anything on future talks or the upcoming PyeongChang Winter Olympics here in South Korea. Our Myung-kil starts us off.
The chairman of North Korea's Committee on Inter-Korean Affairs announced Wednesday through state media that Kim Jong-un had approved the restoration of the military hotline.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has ordered the restoration of the South-North hotline starting 3 p.m. today. Through this channel, we will discuss matters related to sending a delegation to the PyeongChang Winter Olympics and the proposed talks.
The committee's chair emphasized that on the orders of their leader Kim Jong-un, North Korean officials will cooperate with their South Korean counterparts, and he once again expressed hope for the success of the upcoming 2018 PyeongChang Winter Olympics. The chairman went on to say that the North leader Kim Jong-un welcomed the decision by the South Korean presidential office to offer talks, calling it a positive move.
Our leader highly appreciates and welcomes President Moon Jae-in's support of his peace offer and has ordered thorough preparations for working-level talks.
However, it is unknown whether the two sides will talk only about sending North Korean athletes to the PyeongChang Olympics, or whether they'll cover other issues such as inter-Korean family reunion and resuming civilian exchanges. South Korea's presidential office of Cheongwade welcomed the North reopening of the inter-Korean communication channel, saying it's a move toward making communication possible at all times. South Korea's Unification Ministry has also welcomed the North's restoration of the hotline, saying it will consult with North Korea on issues related to working-level talks. Myung-kil, Arirang News.